My next guest starred in the popular WB series Dawson's Creek. Will be beginning tomorrow. You can see her in the film First Daughter. Settle down, sir. Please welcome Katie Holmes. I always forget how tall you are.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I also got new shoes today.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
So they're kind of...
I have those. Those are nice, yeah.
That's what they said.
I like to add a few inches. That sounds weird. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming back. Nice to have you here. I understand, you know, just before you came out, someone said that you had kind of a rough day yesterday. Is that right? Are you okay now?
Well, yes.
What happened?
Well, I got up. I've been doing a lot of press for this movie, and I got up really early, and I wanted to get a run-in to, you know, calm down, focus. Well, it was really dark. It was early in the morning. I didn't turn any lights on. I throw on my workout clothes, and I didn't even have any coffee. So I went to the little gym in the hotel.
Right.
It's not a big deal. I was the only one there. I'm running on the treadmill. Then some man comes in, and he's on the bike facing me.
Right.
So don't acknowledge him. Just keep running. Get off, go get some water, and I walk back in, and I see a pair of my underwear behind the treadmill. So it had fallen off of me. It was stuck to my pants when I went down.
Oh, I thought it
fell off.
came off underneath the sweat.
No.
I was like, how is that physically possible?
I think I would have felt that, I hope.
I know. I was going to say, what was happening? How powerful is this treadmill? So anyway, it was stuck to you.
It must have been stuck when I walked down.
Right.
So then, and it was behind the treadmill, so the guy's still sitting there.
Right.
And it was red.
Right.
So I'm thinking, I bet he saw it.
Right.
Now, do I leave it here and let, you know, people find it, or do I somehow pick this up?
But if you try and pick it up, you're acknowledging it's your underwear.
Exactly. So what I decided to do, I finished the run, and I thought, I'll stretch.
Right.
Buy the underwear. And so, but it was early in the morning, so I wasn't thinking, and I just sort of sat down, like, practically on top of the underwear because I was so embarrassed.
Right,
and he was right there, and I'm like, you know, going like that, and kind of just stuck it in my shirt and then left.
I bet this guy was going insane, frankly. I'm picturing this guy on the bike just watching, you know, there's Katie Holmes' underwear. Katie Holmes is stretching now to get it.
I don't think so.
I think so. I know how the male mind works. Well, I'm glad things are better now.
Yes,
I have to say, everybody in the office, there's this, again, we're talking about the New York Post, but there's this picture of you in the New York Post today, and everybody in the office was talking about it. I don't know if you've even seen this yet, but they took a picture of you last night at this event, and I guess to make it fit the copy, they had to, you know, do this stuff to your picture. And it's really disturbing because we all noticed this picture in the Post today. Take a look at this. They chopped your arm off to fit the copy. And I remember I saw this morning and I thought that it was going to say, like, you know, Katie Holmes fresh from her fight with a shark, you know?
That is
very bad. I know, it's really bad. They can't do that. They got to bend the copy. They shouldn't be messing with you. I'll talk to them. They respect me a great deal.
Thank you. I would appreciate it.
I'll do that. Now, Halloween coming up soon. We're just a couple of weeks away.
I know.
I understand that I'll tell you about myself first. I never liked dressing up in costumes. I was too self-conscious about it, and I look silly enough as it is, so I never got into it. But you apparently really like to go for it. You're not afraid to be really creative and go for a great costume. Is that true?
That's true. I do pride myself on a good Halloween costume. And a couple of years ago, down in Wilmington, where we shot Dawson's Creek, we were having a big party downtown. And so I decided to be a one-night stand. And what I did is I got a big poster board, and I put a hole in it, and that was my tabletop to wear over my shoulder. And then I put, I'm very good at fabric, so I put the fabric on.
Right.
And then I put a Cosmopolitan magazine, and like it was a picture of George Clooney, because at the time I really liked him, and a condom, because some people have those on their nightstands. And then I put a lampshade on my head, and then I wore jeans. So,
now,
with a 1 on my, right there.
So that's
it's a 1 nightstand.
That's very creative. That's really creative, and that's a cool idea, but the problem is you got to wear that all night.
Yes, exactly what I found to be true. A problem. So I end up downtown, and I'm like, yeah, one night stand, great. And it ended up in the Cape Fear River.
Right.
Right,
Because
you can't dance and have a good time. And the stand went first the lampshade and then the stand, and
right.
I don't know what happened.
That's why I like a costume that doesn't. There's not much concept to it. It's like I'm just wearing a suit and I say I'm an insurance broker, you know. But then when it comes time to bust out the moves, I'm uninhibited. You know what I mean?
Right. I know.
I'm sorry. I just horrified you with the dance moves. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
That's why it was George Clooney's picture and not mine. You're going to be in this new Batman movie, I heard.
Yes.
And what's exciting about that is every time they come out with a new Batman movie, everyone's excited about the new Batmobile. And I heard you got to ride in it.
Yes, I'm a very privileged young girl. And I did, first I saw the Batmobile move, turn on the lights and everything, and before I got to ride in it. And just the sound of it, and then seeing it just take off so fast, I was like, oh, I get it. Why men watch NASCAR and love, obsess over cars.
It's almost erotic, a powerful car.
Well, I guess. It was exciting.
Did I just say something I shouldn't have said? You and the entire audience, what? I think it's hot. No, cars are hot. I'm just, to this day, I mean, I was a big fan of Batman when I was a kid, but to this day, as I'm a creepy older guy with a kid and everything, I would go nuts for a chance to see the Batmobile.
It was awesome, and we shot it in parts of it in Chicago, and people would be going down the river on their boat after having some cocktails. Is that the Batmobile? Is that because we were shooting right there?
Probably thinking they're just drunk. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The most fun thing to do with the Batmobile would be to borrow it and go run mundane errands with it. I think.
Exactly.
Take the Batmobile to Costco.
Yeah.
Buy extra large mayonnaise. Put it in the trunk. Drive safely home.
Or the new Home Depot here.
Exactly. That's just
23rd.
me. I'm nuts. Well, First Daughter opens tomorrow. This is the new movie where you play the president's daughter.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's going to college and.
Who's going to college, and it's sort of a coming of age story. A young girl just separating herself from her parents and finding her own independence, and it's sort of a fairy tale like movie.
Very cool. We'll watch for that. First Daughter tomorrow. Katie Holmes, thank you so much for being here. Always nice to have you on the show. Robert Schimmel is coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
As guest star Triumph, the insult comic dog.
Sorry, folks, Conan couldn't make it. He has a shred of dignity.
All new Tuesday.
We're back.